Well, welcome back, full throttle racing fans. Daxi Man is back, and as usual, he's famously late because a multitude of issues which I can ream off. But at the moment, let's just get on with the action. We are back. We have got a new series. It is the GT86. It's the brand new Toyotas, and they are actually seeming quite popular. As we go round, I again, pronouncing this track is a minefield for me, but I'll give it a go anyway. The Autodromo Lago Maggiore West. Please feel free to absolutely rip the shit out of me in the chats for completely mispronouncing that. Ashley, good evening, my man. How are you doing, my mon capitan? I hope you are well, sir. We are on board with our guy SSM Roach. That's Ethan Graham repping some beautiful full throttle racing colours there. I do like this track, I have to admit. Of my brief stint on Gran Turismo Sport, which was very brief, this was actually one of my most famous tracks. It's very different. A lot of long, fast corners, a couple of tight sections, a very big in. It's got really tight sort of section here, as you're going to see. Come down the start finish straight here, really heavy braking down into literally a 90, then turns into really tight in your hairpin, and you just gotta keep off that power until you get the car straight and just absolutely nail it down here. And then we cut down right here. It's the shorter track, it's the west track. We dip down here and onto what's I sort of feel is the sort of rolling hills of this here. You've got a nice sort of left right rolling up this hill and all the way down to the big old banky boy, as I've heard Super GT call it. I'll call it as well, big old banky boy. Do love it. I used to call it the quarter pipe because it just reminds me of that from when I used to skateboard. Just go literally up it and then back down the other side. Very much looking forward to it. Let me just message the guys, let them know I am live and well. Righty ho. Well, while we got everyone here, let's see if we have had many people go out there, do some practice, and what we're sort of roughly looking for in lap times wise. So I'm not actually put any other stuff on. Let's put some race information on the screen. Beautiful stuff. And then also let's see what we've got timing wise on this. So as you can see, looking about the 122, 123 mark, might be able to push that down into the 121 depending on a good lap during qualifying. If people play nice is the particular word here, and you use each other's draft to your advantage, hey ho, it's going to be absolutely brilliant for you. If not, then we're going to have issues. Here we go, as we got everyone here. Splash just Mr. Katinaz at the end of the row there. I'm going to just get everyone else's names up here because that was sent to me earlier. Okay, cool, and cool. Scroll up. So much chat's going on here. Need to copy and paste this order somewhere else. No. Yes, maybe no, maybe yes. There we go. Right. See what we've got going on here. Where is everything? They know that I'm ready for quali. Ready for quali, guys? Ready? Cool. So let's go on here and see what we've got going. As we have got a little list of people that are supposed to be at least turning up for today. Let's see how many we got in the pack so far. There is 10. So who do we have? Original John T up there, which is John Thompson. SDM Splash, which is, forgive me, I'm going to probably completely destroy your first name here, but I've got to give it a go. It is Mingula. Oh my god, Mainduga. That's how you pronounce it. Mainduga Katinas is his name. That is SDM Splash. Actually a phenomenally good driver. Our guy from the USA, John Thompson, also an absolutely amazing driver. AXR Group, that is Rob Schowler. Evil Dragon is Liam Put is Adam Piper, and then you've got Chris of 390, which is Chris Rooney, and then on with the rest of the guys there as well. SSM Rotary, Ethan Graham, Ashley Sharp is STD Ash 84, and then our guy at the bottom there is Xavier McIntosh, who what I believe was he the winner of last season's thing there? I can't remember now. I think it could have been Xavier. I can't remember. We had a couple of the AXR guys in there, so I think it could have been Mr. McEwen, Liam McEwen, who's not joined us as of yet so far this season for this new race. What's going on here? Use the wrong controller, Darren. Here we go. The stream's going so well. Rate this stream. You think, be nice, don't be nasty. Well, if you've got feelings. Right, 5 minutes, 6 minutes, countdown has started. A lot of people going wide there. Remember guys, all you need to do is really, you just want to team up with someone, try and stay in that train, try and stay in that pack, and try and get a good qualifying time. Right, while we're here, I've just realised we've not gone through the liveries yet, so let's start off with our host, our gracious host, Mr. Ashley Sharp, repping the little GT86. Do love that. Get your good meat, get your cheap booze. There's something I don't like that they do that. I can't remember what it is now. I think it's the ready meals, but there we go. That's just me personally. Loving that. Let's go through all of them, see what we've got here. AXR Joker and Xavier McIntosh got a proper anime feel to his. There, no, it's not well. It's just a cartoon mash all different cats from what I can see there. You've got Thomas and a yellow sort of cuddly bear, but there we go, crazy sort of animated stuff with the GR Toyota GR logo on the side there. Onto Katinaz on a G-Ready kit. Oh, that looks proper Need for Speed from back in the day. Do love that. Pretty simple design, the white with the green and I'd say green sort of slash turquoise and orange stripe down there. Do love that a lot. Onto Evil Dragon. Now we had this last season on the RX-7. It was a little bit sacrilege, but it's back on the Toyota now, and I'll let it be. I'll let it be. The Castrol livery lives on Toyotas, as we all know, from the Supra in Gran Turismo 1. What an epic car. It will be making its comeback on Gran Turismo 7, and I'm actually debating about getting literally a PS5 just for that game, and no other reason. As for that, I've got a PC and I'm quite happy on ACC. But anyway, by the by, down the road, down we go. As we saw, Ethan Graham in the beautiful Full Throttle Racing livery here, done by Ashley Sharp. And then onto AXR Group, which is Rob Schowler. I've not actually seen the design of his car as of yet. Let's just have a look around. Just Mag Tools get up. Okay, relatively plain and simple. Do like it, sort of. Either, I don't know if that's, I'm going to say that's an orange. That's an orange to me, guys. Let me know if you think it's something different there. But Mag's Tools livery design on that there. The pink car behind him. I want to see who that is. Hold on, let's skip through all of them. Okay, for some reason I can't see who the pink car is behind him. Is that original John T? It is. Right up his Jacksley. What's he got there? It's literally just to be on the side of the number 43. I'm going to have to see what that livery says over the coming weeks, because that looks absolutely hilarious. On to Placenta Denta, who's got a Chumanga. What on earth is that brand? Let me know in the comments. Let me know how absolutely out of touch with most things I am with those, please. I've got a bloody clue. Adam Piper on with, he's actually not repping for the first time ever in ages Red Bull livery. He's got himself just a sort of standard Toyota sort of touring car looking livery there. Mr. Rooney, love that Pepsi Max livery, mate. That looks actually proper solid. Right, on to what we've got left of qualifying. We've had a couple of laps in so far. We're going to see what we are looking like with the timings. We have broken the 121s. Both done by Katinaz and McIntosh. Both of them 121.8 said. McIntosh just on the top end and Katinaz just on the bottom end, literally nearly 800 dead. Just after that, Liam New, sterling effort, third position, 22.2, 22.3 by Ethan Graham in fifth, and Rob Showler Ethan Graham in fourth, Rob Showler in fifth with a 22.5, 22.6 for John T. Adam Piper in seventh with a 22.8, and 22.847 for Ashley Sharp, and Placenta Dennett with a 23 on the nose, and then Chris Rooney with a 23.5. So all of them looking rather close. Want to see how well Chris Rooney does this season. He sort of got introduced to the full throttle racing guys last season with the RX-7s. Hard car to learn on and come into the tournaments, into the series with our guys, with a lot of seasoned guys with full throttle racing that join in with our GT Sport leagues, and they're all more than capable, and it's good to see new blood come in and also see how they progress and start actually taking on these guys and becoming a challenger and contender themselves. So good on you, Chris Rooney. I've got my lucky hat on for you, my man. Oh, as usual, I've got to wet my whistle with the amber fluids. Otherwise, you know, it's going to happen. Lord knows. Right, that is it done, I believe. Just went for the last few cars to come across the line with their qualifying times. And are we going to see any changes? I don't think we are. We have seen one actually. We have seen one. We see Adam Piper jump up into third there. He's also joined the 121s, but he's got a .997, so literally just scraping into the 121s. But hey, if you've got to be in it to win it, and he is definitely in it. He is Mr. Elbows Wide, as we like to know him. He just gets those elbows wide. It's, you know, it's all fun and games. I love commentating on it, but it'd frustrate the hell out of me trying to race against him, because I think it'll be a battle of wills. But hey ho. Here we go, across the checkered flag now, full qualifying, and we'll get our results and ready for race 1 of this new season of GT86s. If it turns out to be as popular as what I think it's going to be, and I do think it's going to be, we could be on for a couple of seasons of this stuff here. Last time we had that was the MX-5s, and just before that was the mini-series. And we then just had the little stints with the RX-7s. They were fun cars, they had a really good sort of never-ending top-end speed, but they had this really nasty habit of... Who's just rolling back into shot there? Hi, Mr. Showler. They had a really nasty habit of just giving you terrible understeer and then snap oversteer. So let's see how we're going to get on in race 1. Lineup is as such. In first position is Katinaz, followed by Xavier McIntosh, Adam Piper third. Ethan Graham, sorry, they just absolutely dropped me there in fourth. Liam New fifth, Rob Showler sixth, John Thompson in seventh, Leon Walsh in 8th, Ashley Sharp in 9th, and then Chris Rooney in 10th. And we are looking to see when those lights go out. We can't see it on our side here. We're going to go, and they're off. Who gets a good pull away from the line? Oh, wow. That was a really good start there by Katinaz. No one trying to challenge him down towards this first corner. And so far, nothing as of yet, but the movement is all behind here. All shoving about 2-3 wide around this first hairpin. You've got to take it easy. Otherwise, you're going to get pushed wide onto the grass. For now, everyone seems to be holding positions. Adam Piper still holding on to that third. Sloan might be being challenged by Ethan Graham and also Groot just behind him there. That is Rob Showler. Who else is in that mix? So there we go. Liam New. Oh, possibly. He just had a back end go very twitchy and light on him, so he's now dropped back down to 9th. Heading down towards the Mr. Banky. Is that what they call it, Mr. Banky? Yeah, we're going to call it Mr. Banky, why not? And so far we've got it. So our top 2 is still Katinaz, Xavier McIntosh, but now in third is Rob Showler and the rest of the pack behind him. Chris Rooney up into 4th, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this guy go. Really liking the feel of these GT86s, giving us a little flash. Don't get too cocky, young man. Do not get too cocky. Who's there behind him? Ashley Sharp in 5th, trying to defend off the likes of John Thompson and Adam Piper, who are both breathing down his neck here. These cars very, very close, very, very tight, making it a really good fun cut run. John Thompson just drafting really, really wide on the exit of that corner. And I think, unfortunately, that position is going to be given Adam Piper. Yes, it is going to be given Adam Piper. Ethan Liam New back down in 8th. I'm going to assume that Ethan Graham must have got some contact somewhere along the lines there, because he's dropped down to 9th, and well, that's that. I say that, hold his beer, up to 8th now, and unfortunately Liam Walsh is down in 10th. So let's see what these guys can do. All of them, like I say, all very capable of getting podium positions. I've actually seen all of them get podium positions at one point, apart from Mr. Rooney. That's what I'm cheering you on, son. You're going to get a roof. You're going to get some form of podium this season. I've got faith in you. I've got faith in you. Down towards the banky they go. Oh, a little bit pushing now. I think that was Ashley Sharp, just got pushed wide. He did. He caught the gravel. That's dropped him back into 5th position. That's Adam Piper now up into 4th. And he's got to try and close down that big gap, which is actually starting to develop with the top 3. 1.8 seconds, the 2-second gap between him and 3rd place Rob Schowler. Rob Schowler has also got 1.8 gap between him and 2nd place Xavier McIntosh, and the gap between 1st and 2nd McIntosh and Catinas is literally nothing. So these guys are going to keep fighting it and see how they go. Good fight between these two. Try and use as much of those curves as you can without going and causing yourself a limit. And he's got the draft on him now. He's going to look to see if he can try and make that dive down the inside. Not going to for the time being. He's just going to bide his time. Going to bide his time, see what you can do. Is there a cut back he's going to try and do around this hairpin? Not for the time being. He's going to just sit in his shadow and see what he can do. Biding his time, Xavier McIntosh. Let's go down the pack and see what's going on with the rest. Adam Piper pulling away from the rest of the pack there. Chris Rooney now in 5th at the front of, I'm going to say, the rest of the remaining pack. They are starting to get spread out already. Rooney 5th, 0.6 of a second behind him is Ethan Graham, who's now made his way back up from where we saw 8th up to 6th. Liam New just behind him there in 7th. And then we've got John Thompson, unfortunately, down in 8th. Ashley Sharp in 9th. And he's getting challenged now for that position by Leon Walsh down towards Big Banky. He just had that position before he could do it. He just pushed a bit too wide there. I don't know what happened with Leon. I don't know if he just had to pull the anchors a bit there, because Ashley just got a bit squirrely at the end. He just didn't want to run into the back of him, and then both of them have some form of issue there. But let's see what's going on. I've got a funny feeling. Ashley, have you put down your steering wheel, or now are you using a controller tonight, my man? Why are you using your steering wheel? Why are you using your steering wheel? Get on board with that steering wheel. I'm back on board with 1st and 2nd, and 16 minutes left. Still 1st, 2nd of Catinas and McIntosh. 4 laps in, and so far, no real chance to try and close down that gap of 0.3. Obviously, he gets right on the end of his shirt tails when he gets onto a long straight, like we are going to do now, down towards the Big Banky. Catinas keep himself onto the left-hand side. Both of them got to take maximum speed around this corner. No one challenging just yet. I don't know if, like I say, McIntosh is just trying to hold off, or if he's trying to, bide his time. I'm not sure. You can try and do the dive. Obviously just doesn't want to quite yet. Why, I'm not sure. We shall soon find out. There's going to be method to that madness. Rob Schowler in 3rd. It's time to close that gap now down between him and Xavier McIntosh in 2nd. 1.4 seconds. It was nearly 2. But I'll tell you what is the gap. There is a 2.3 second gap between him and Adam Piper, who is in 4th. And the gap between 4th and 5th is also nearly 3 seconds. But look who it is. Ethan Graham. The guy who you cannot put down for 1 second, because you just give him, you'll be like, that's right, he's gone, he's span out. I'm not going to be affected by him for the rest of the race. Challenge accepted by this man. Hold my beer. He is on his way up to the podiums. See what he can do. He has been the scenes of some absolutely monumental comebacks. I have seen this guy with the minis go round the Brands Hatch Indy circuit within the first few laps, go from 2nd, get span out all the way back to last with several seconds to catch up, and still manage to end up 2nd at the end of the race. So he is more than capable. What is looking on behind him though? Chris Rooney trying to fend off the looks of Liam New, who is trying to take his 6th position away from him, dropping back down to 7th. Can't be done quite yet. the Pepsi Max. Oh, God, blimey, both of them there taking a bit of the barrier. Unfortunately, Rooney not taking as much of that inner curb as he could do, and that will leave the inside line open for Liam New. Liam New can take advantage of that, but then so can Chris Rooney on the next corner, and the next turning after that is another left, so Rooney could still have this to his advantage. Is he around the outside here, Liam New? He could be. Oh, they're neck and neck, and just waiting to pounce is John Thompson right behind him, currently drafted behind Mr. Rooney, but it's Evil who's managed to just pip him at the end of the straight. But again, it's not got the inside line on the first corner, but does have it on the second, which is the hairpin. Very squirrely there, did lose a lot of speed, and it's going sideways. Unfortunately, it's put Mr. Rooney off, and with that, he's dropped down 2 spaces, and John Thompson's gone, thank you very much, I'll try and come through there, and also have a little ride on the grass. We don't need it cut. We have paid the guys to do the lawn mowing. Thank you very much, Mr. Thompson. On we go. I've got a whole week's worth of babbling I have saved up, guys. A whole week's worth of babbling that I've got to unfortunately unleash on your ears. What's happened to Liam Walsh here? 4 seconds at the back. Unfortunately, I'm guessing he's either had a spin or something's just not gone right for him. So he is sat back down in 10th position. Ashley Sharp in 9th currently. Let's get back up with 1st and 2nd. Still not more than half a second in it at this point in time. Let's see if there's anything in the chat at the moment. Evening, Rusty, how you doing? Oh, right, I see, there we go. So Leon's car is based from the hot dog fan in GTA 5. Good lordy. And evening, Rusty, how you doing, my man? Give us a shout in the message board. Correct me for all the things I'm going to say completely wrong, as I do so famously. Why they keep me on here, I don't know. I'm famously terrible. But hey ho, we'll keep on going. Round the SSAR. Onto the back straight. Head down the hill towards Mr. Banky. Katina's just holding the middle ground of the lane, and then back over to the left to sort of make sure you can't do that dive. You can't take that momentum down the hill to take advantage of me. And I think that's where he's staving. That's where he's staving McIntosh off at the moment, Katinas, because that run down to Mr. Banky seems to be the best one where you can take advantage of that slip on this track and see what he can do, unless he can try and nip up the inside on one of these corners. But at the moment, they just can't seem to close down that 200th of a second gap. Here we go. Diving deep down to the corner, taking as much track as possible, getting right up behind him on the start finish straight. Again, not very long. Tries to have a look, not enough space, both of them braking hard. Anything can be done here. Ooh, a little bit squirrely by Katinas. Is it enough to jeopardise anything he's got? Not at the moment still. McIntosh playing the patient game ever. Oh my days, there has been changes behind though. Adam Piper up into 3rd, and Rob Schowler, he's dropped back down to 5th, so I don't know what happened there. I think he may have had an off moment and he left the track or span or something there, but he's now dropped back down to 5th, and that is given Ethan Graham and Adam Piper green light. That's Adam Piper up into 3rd, now Ethan Graham up into 4th. Less than 10 minutes left now, and there's definitely some podium positions which can be smelt if these guys put their work down very hard. Let's have a look behind there. Chris Rooney still holding on to that 6th position, managed to pull it back from Liam New and John Thompson, who are now both battling for the 7th and 8th position just behind him. Liam New just trying to hold him off. Got that vibrant pink card right in his rearview mirror. I don't know what's going. What? John, what is this? What is it? What have you got Mazda written on the back of your Toyota? And, oh no, Schowler's gone again. Oh, he's gone again. That's not going to be good for him there. That's dropped him back down to at least 8th for now. Can he carry on? He's not carrying on. He's thoroughly annoyed by the looks of it and has actually completely gone. I don't know if there was a controller malfunction or something going on there, but unfortunately he's dropped himself all the way back down to 9th, which may give Liam Walsh at least something to chase after at this point here. So see what's going on with less than 9 minutes left, 8 minutes 30 seconds on the clock. back up to first, second. Look at this train here. Nothing in it. Xavier. Don't know why he, again, just playing the waiting game. Sitting on that rear wing of Katinaz. McIntosh not making the manoeuvres quite yet. I don't know if he's just trying to see if he can pressure a bad manoeuvre or a mistake out of Katinaz and then pounce on that, and with that, from the mistake that he would potentially make, still then have the momentum to get past him and give himself a sufficient lead. Could be one of his tactics, I'm not sure. So they dive down now into the start-finish straight. They take on, there we go. McIntosh wants to just let him know that I could come on the inside here, could come on the inside. Katinaz just going, well, you can do. I'm going to play my game. You want to try and take me. Heavy braking now round the hairpin. Taken wonderfully. A little bit of a twitch from Katinaz there, but nothing ever enough that he can't just quickly correct and not lose any pace or space from. So, for now, the fight between these two is going to continue. Can anything happen now? Down towards Mr. Banky. Again, sitting sort of mid-track and then drifting back over to the left-hand side to defend and then take as much speed around the corner as he can do. And look at that, there's literally nothing in between these two. McIntosh, as you can see, fastest lap of the race so far, 121.513. And I tell you what, he's willing himself that first place. Trying to see what he can do. Let's catch up with the guys just behind him. Adam Piper in third. Big old gap between him and Xavier McIntosh though, 9.6 seconds. So that is not going to, let's be honest, that's not going to really close down in the next 6 minutes. But what can happen is Ethan Graham, who's in fourth, can definitely challenge for a podium position, and that's what he will want to do. Adam Piper famously wide, known for his wide elbows and defending capability, and he can do. He defends very well and very aggressively. Not too aggressively to the point that it's not fair, but you know, as you can see here, puts himself in the middle of the track, defending that line there. Ethan Graham trying his best he can do, and oh look, he has done. He slipped through. Adam Piper just pushing too deep into that hairpin there to carry too much speed through, and that's given Ethan Graham the momentum and actually the position of third there. So he's actually got his podium position, and these two are dogged. Once they are in those positions, they are very adamant that they don't want to let them go. So we're going to see a good little fight between these two here, but till the end of the race. So we've got to catch up to see what's happening there. Adam Piper again caught the outside, but Ethan Graham keeping the inside line there and holding on to that third position as Adam Piper tries to do something around Mr. Banky. And as for that, I'm going to leave them fighting out now, see what's going on with those next three behind him. John Thompson, Chris Rooney and Liam New, all trying to battle for 5th, 6th and 7th, and they've been changing around constantly. Last time I looked, it was Mr. Rooney in 5th. Now it's John Thompson in 5th, and Mr. Rooney's down to 6th, and Liam New is down in 7th. So this can change at literally any point. What's happening down below these guys, there is a big old gap for Ashley Sharp. Unfortunately, another massive gap between him and Rob Schowler, and also Liam Walsh at the very back there, repping the hot dog livery van from GTA 5. Do love that a lot. Up with 1st and 2nd. And what have we got here? Oh, what have we got here? We have missed it, and I do apologise, we have missed it. But McIntosh has managed to get in front of Katinaz, and he's now having to play the defensive on the Banky, and he's doing it very well. But look at that, Katinaz, as like Xavier McIntosh was all over the back of him here, wants to see what he can do. He's going to try and take the outside line, see if he can force a mistake or trick a switchback and get that first position back. But he's done so well to hold through most of this race, for 3/4 of this race, until unfortunately lost out on it. Adam Piper also back up into 3rd, well now 4th, so it's ever changing. 1st and 2nd changing, 3rd and 4th changing. These podium positions are being fought tooth and nail at the moment in time. What's happening here? Xavier McIntosh back in front, holding off Katinaz. riding the wall on the right-hand side, trying to make sure he's got the most defensive line as possible, but it's pushed too hard into that first corner, and he has done. He's going to lose out and drop back into second place. That's going to give Katinas a lovely first position there, and also a good half-second gap. Ooh, don't want to push it too hard now, Katinas, on Xavier McIntosh. He's going to be kicking himself a little bit there. What's happening at the back? We've got Adam Piper. He's jumped back up into third position. Ethan Graham back down to fourth. And 3 minutes left on this clock. I reckon that's, if we're lucky, we should have about roughly 3 laps left. 2 for the guys further back, unfortunately. Katinas has managed to take that first position back. And unfortunately, I can't keep up with it. As soon as I look there, I see that Rotary's then taking that place back. And then as soon as I look there, I see that John Teets now in 5th position and Liam Houston 6th and Chris Rooney's down to 7th. It's literally an ever-changing pack at the front here. Still Katinas first, still Xavier McIntosh 2nd. Rotary now up into 3rd. That is Ethan Graham 3rd. Adam Piper dropped down to 4th. And then John Thompson is still holding on to that 5th position, and Liam New back up into 6th, and Chris Rooney down into 7th. Let's see if that can change before the end of this race. Katinas again just getting that little squirrely, just pushing that little bit hard on the exit of the hairpin, causing that tiny little bit of understeer, and then when he lets off, that little kick, that little wiggle that happens when the car tries to recorrect itself is what you're seeing there. And 1 minute 30 seconds left. Yeah, I think we are going to have one more lap after this, and there we go. Look at that. Looking at McIntosh trying to pressure on the inside line there, just could not get the speed up and down Banky, and he's going to sit behind Katinas for the time being. Rotary being challenged by Piper now into Banky. He has also got the inside line here, and like unfortunately Joker had to do, Adam Piper's going to just sit behind him for the time being and see what they can do going into possibly the start-finish straight. A little bit of a touch there from Adam Piper on Rotary. Rotary going wide on that corner. Adam Piper trying to take it back from him on the inside, but Rotary's thinking, no, it's all right. I'm going to hold this all the way through, and then not give them the chance to get anything on a switchback as they go down the hill towards the start and finish straight. And let's see how they get on. I've already just seen again, there's been another change up front. Xavier McIntosh was in first, now he's dropped back down into second again, going through that first set of corners, turn 1 and turn 2. And here we are, we're on the last lap. It's all going to go down to this, and it's getting a lot more hairy with the driving. Currently, Katinas in second, down towards Mr. Banky they go. McIntosh hugging that middle of the track, wants to play the most defensive line possible. He knows at this point here, defence is the winner. That will get him that #1 spot. That will give him maximum 25 points for race 1. And this is what we want, maximum points for maximum effort. And I'll tell you what, these two have definitely given maximum effort. They've fought so valiantly. Not more than I don't think there's been more than 500ths of a second between these guys, and that's been at the furthest distance. As for that, I've got to say on average 0.2 of a second between the two. Here we go. Katinas wants to see if he can do anything around this last downhill sector. Can't do quite yet. Check the flag out. Is it going to be? This is. It's going to be McIntosh for the first and Katinas for the second. Who's going to come for the last podium position? It's still looking like Ethan Graham for the time being. We wait for them to come round this last corner, and it's side by side drag race down to the finish. Who's got this podium position? Oh, just, oh my days. 600ths of a second is the gap between third and fourth there. Adam Piper just losing out. Wicked race there between those two. Really good driving. Then we've got John Thompson in 5th. Chris Rooney back up to 6th at the end there. Liam New in 7th. Ashley Sharp 8th. Rob Schowler in 9th. And Liam Walsh in 10th. What a race. What a first race. Oh, my days. I forgot about how much how out of breath I get at the end of these things. Congratulations to our guy there. That is Xavier McIntosh. First race, first 25 points for that man, repping the AXR team. So, race results, let's have a look at them here. As we know, race 2, same formula as we have every season. Race 2 is reverse order from race 1 standings. So, that will leave Placenta Denta first, Rob Schowler second, Ashley Sharp third, Liam New fourth, Chris Rooney in 5th, John Thompson 6th, Adam Piper 7th, Ethan Graham 8th, Katinas 9th, and then 10th would be our race 1 winner. That is Xavier McIntosh. Congratulations to all those guys. That has been a sterling race. Let's see what the chat has to say, because I've been too engrossed. Let's have a look. I tell you, Rusty, dead in agreement with you there, mate. Absolutely dead in agreement. He does say that the great battle for first. McIntosh is such a clean and fair racer. He's trying to find a place to make a clean pass rather than just go for the lunge. Great drive for the top 4. It was a sterling drive for the top 4. I have to admit, I was even impressed with a little bit with the fight between Ethan Graham and Adam Piper. It didn't get too elbowy. It actually got quite nice. It got like first and second. They were looking for their opportune moments to just take advantage and get where they could. This track does not leave much room for that, especially when you're driving cut cars where you're the same, same performance, same weight ratio. There's no engine or handling advantage between the cars. It can be quite a tricky track to get the best round. But let's see what happens with race 2. I'm going to see what we've got going on there. Rusty, give me your insight, my man. What are you thinking for race 2? Are you going to see another podium for Mr. Katinas, or have you got someone else that you think is going to hold on to the advantage of starting near the front and go from there? Let me know, my man. I'm going to just wait before I load you guys back into the stream and see what's going on here. Let's go here. Will it let me do that? No, not quite yet, because no one's loaded in. I can't spectate anyone. No one's loaded in. Let's have a look now. No, that was in the race yet. Okay. Okie dokies. Rusty, mate, go for it. We'll be more than welcome to have you, my man. We'll be more than welcome. We're always looking for fresh blood. And as you can see, we have a good laugh. So, yeah, we'll be more than happy for you to come on in. If you're not already, buddy, come join our Discord, come to our Facebook, go to our Facebook page, Full Throttle Racing. You'll get links to our Discord there, chat to the guys, get involved. Like I say, we've got the GT86 league, or just started off now. I want to say we're on like season 17 or 18 of the BTCC. Hi, hey, hi Curly, how you doing, my darling? Just giving us get a little virtual wave. How you doing, my lovely? All right, having a good night. Waiting for race 2 to commence. Let's have a look here. Who's out on the track? Seems that Katinas and Mr. New are both out there, both getting their practice laps in. Katinas wants to do so because he wants to see if he can do from the back to the front. And what a drift there by Liam New! I want to say he did it on purpose. I can never tell with this guy. He can be sometimes a bit of a drift king. Yeah, from the look of him, he wants to get that back end now. Wants to see if he can drift the bad boy. Maybe he can, maybe he can't. Let's have a look. Adam Piper or Ethan Graham, Rusty's calling. Both good defensive drivers, and they will sit in front of McIntosh. They will. You are 100% right. You are 100% right. They will definitely, if they get those first or second podium positions, well, I know both of them won't want anything more than a first, but once they get into a good position, you're right, elbows get out wide and they want to defend as much as possible. They're on season 17. Oh, you are? So you're already in the BTCC? Oh, forgive me, Rusty, mate. I do apologise, man. Look at that. You know better than me. Season 17, what did I say, 18? Yeah, taxi for Mr. Taxi, that's for sure. Let's see how this next race turns out. Wait for everyone else to load in. I think we've got nearly everybody. Yeah. Just wait for Ashley to give us the OK. as he is, you know, he's a working man. He's got a little bubby at home, so he's got to just make sure everything's all right before we kick off with race 2. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Thank you for having a good old chat. Sorry, Sixy. Don't put me on the spot now, Rusty. Don't make me look more of a fool than I already. It's too easily done. You don't need to do it any more than it already is. So, if it at that, Curly was a tight track. You're right. It is actually quite a tight track. It's one of the. It's not actually like an official track. It's a Gran Turismo built track. It's not a real one, but I quite like it. But it is. You're right. It is a very tight track. Tight like tight, as they say. In nowhere apart from my brain. There we go. Mr. Cronenberg has decided to top up my glass. Thank you very much, sir. And we are waiting for race 2 to begin. I want to be able to look round Leon's car and see what the writing says on the side. I can't see it. There we go. Get a few more look at the back ends of these cars here. Adam Piper's Full Throttle Racing livery. I do like that. I do really like the Pepsi Max livery that Chris Rooney's got here, Mr. Rooney. A good old full-on livery. Smother himself in Full Throttle Racing glory is Ethan Graham. I do love that. Let's get the back end of it. It's just loads of really cool cartoon characters from back in the day. Is that Captain Caveman? Yes. What a... You know what? You've got Xavier, Mr. McIntosh. You're already high in my standings already, but you've now just leveled up because I love Captain Caveman. I used to watch that all the time when I was a kid. Even went to a few festivals dressed up as Captain Caveman. They love it. Yeah, I'm not going to do that justice, so I won't deafen your ears. On to race 2. Here we go. Right, as I said before, starting order for race 2. Placenta Denton, that's Liam Walsh in first, Rob Showler in second, Ashley Sharp third, Liam New fourth, Chris Rooney fifth, sixth is John Thompson, Adam Piper in seventh, Ethan Graham in eighth, Katinas in ninth, and then Xavier McIntosh in 10th. And we are looking for those green lights. Off they go. A bit of a bad start there by Leon Walsh because, oh my days, yes it is. He's dropped 3 places down for the first corner, and it is a scramble for first position. Ashley Sharp straight up there. He's not going to let this race get him down into first position. And off he goes. A bit of grass. He's gone a bit wide there, but he's held on to first for the time being. Rob Showler in second. And who's that? Liam New in third position. Doing really well there. Unfortunately for Leon Walsh, he has dropped down to 4th. Adam Piper is still in 5th. John Thompson in 6th. Xavier McIntosh, hold that man's glass, already up from 10th into 7th. That is what he's done within the first quarter of this lap. Down round Banky, up towards the next set of corners. See what happens. Chris Rooney in 9th. Ethan Katinas in 9th. Oh, sorry, what am I saying? Chris Rooney in 8th. Katinas in 9th. And Ethan Graham down in 10th. You guys need to pull up my socks and see what's going on there. Someone just went off on the side. All getting very argy-bargy. Going around the last few corners. Ashley Sharp getting nudged to the side there. Liam New just getting a bit potentially shovey. I don't know if that was started by him or he just got lent on a bit by Leon Walsh. I'm not sure, but Leon has actually managed to stick it in front here and taking that first position. And these guys are all bunching up here. So it is first, second, third for Leon, New and Sharp here. Sharp in second, New in third, and Leon hold on to that first position. Let's see what happens going into this next set of corners. And it is Leon which has dived too deep into that. He did not brake enough, and that's given Liam New first position. Ashley Sharp second. That's dropped him back down to third, and he's also going to get challenged for that position now by Adam Piper. He has been challenged, and Piper has got that now. Up into third position he's gone. Katinas, oh my days, already up now into 5th. 7th, he was round from last up to 7th in the first lap. Second lap, he's up into 5th. Watch this man. He is wanting 25 points, 2 on the trot, and to start this season off with a bang. Man to watch out for, this AXR driver, more than capable. And look at that, Ethan Graham just jumping in front of Chris Rooney, going around Big Banky there. Do love that. Let's see how they get on at the back. And Xavier McIntosh starting to catch up. With the likes of everyone else. Ethan Graham in the back there as well. He's in 7th. Chris Rooney in 8th. And we've got a couple of dropped back down the pack here. Unfortunately, I don't know what's happened to them. If they had some offs or some bumps or what's going on there. But unfortunately, that's John Thompson back down in 9th and Rob Schauer in 10th there. But let's get back up with 1st and 2nd. Adam Piper looking to go down on the inside there. Put the pressure on Ashley. Ashley doesn't really care too much. He's taking it a bit too hard and back end switched out on him. And he's lost that 1st position with that, but can he pull it back? He has. Adam Piper pushing just a little deep into that hairpin because of Ashley's sideways going. I guess he wanted to just back off and not get too involved with that, so he's dropped back down into 2nd there. Ashley holding on to this 1st position, doing really well at least for the 1st quarter of this race, as we are now 16 minutes and 30 seconds left of this race. 20 minutes to go, and this is Adam Piper going down on the inside on Banky. I don't know if he's going to be able to take it. He couldn't take it from Ashley Sharp there. Very close though. He was looking to put the pressure on. And look at that. Who is now up into a podium position? My days, it's Catinaz. Hold this man's glass. He is going to go drinking after this. He's probably drinking beer as he's doing this. Oh my days. And Ashley just pushing a bit too hard around that corner there and giving that door, inside corner door, open to Adam Piper. He's holding on to 2nd for now. And Liam is also in 3rd, but you've got to watch out for Catinaz here. He wants to try and get past him, but just couldn't do, as unfortunately Liam had his back end just drifting out as he was going down that hill. And look at that manoeuvre there. It is just blown up the order by Ethan Graham, who did not get involved in any of that and just had the momentum to catch all these guys back up. Yes, he's in 6th, but what a position there. Chris Rooney just having a little bit of a moment round turn 1 there. It's alright, he will catch back up. Right, let's start the pecking order from the top and work our way back. Adam Piper now currently in 1st, half a second, well, 300th of a second gap between him and 2nd place Ashley Sharp. Liam New in 3rd, who is now going to potentially come under attack from Catinaz. Catinaz only 300th of a second behind him. Oh no, Ethan Graham just pushed a bit too hard there, come down Banky, caught a bit of gravel, and that's dropped it back a few places. That's given the spot back. Oh no, I thought Leo Walsh had that for a second there, but I don't know if he then mucked up on the next corner, because it seems that Ethan's managed to grab 5th place back from him now. I thought that was going to be Leon's, but also look out for Mr. McIntosh. He is now trying to challenge for 5th position from Mr. Graham. Graham on McIntosh. Holding him off for the time being. And let's catch back up with 1st and 2nd. As there's literally nothing between these two now. Ashley Sharp back up into 1st. Some late braking and a bit of sideways action there by Ashley, but then also a terrible calling there from Adam Piper. So to be honest with you, after both of those, turn 1 and turn 2, they've sort of leveled each other out, still in 1st and 2nd there. Liam New back up into 3rd position, Catinaz in 4th position, and look at that, we've now got McIntosh up into 5th, Ethan Graham down, pushed back down into 6th position, Rooney in 7th, and John Thompson in 8th. They are a good little gap between the rest of the pack there, unfortunately. The rest of these guys from 7th onwards are quite spread out. The main pack of drivers is from 1st down to, I believe it's 6th. It is indeed, yeah, so 1st to 6th. Ever changing, ebbing and flowing. Ashley Sharp still holding on to 1st, but Liam New up into 2nd now. And that's now put Adam Piper down into 3rd. And Liam just taking a bit of an off there. Adam Piper just being denied there when he came back onto the track. I don't know if that was a bit of a naughty there, I don't know. He did have the momentum, but he has got the slip on Liam here. Is he going to try and make a dive last minute? Let's see what's going to happen. He is. He's going for the inside dive. Can Piper take it? He's braked hard, he can't take it there, but has he got the momentum to possibly switch back round the hairpin? No, he can't. He's having to defend off. He's sticking it in that third position for the time being. Ooh, some argy-bargy here, some definite argy-bargy. Katinaz in fourth position, trying to stave off the two drivers behind him in the form of McIntosh and Graham. All three of these guys want to get podiums. Actually, all six of them at the front want to get podiums, but at the moment it's Ashley Sharp, Liam New and Adam Piper who have got those podiums. Adam Piper up into second, Liam dropping back down into third here. I think he's just enough ahead to hold that position off. Yes, he is. Adam Piper now wants to see if he can dive down on the inside, try and make a move up into first. Push Ashley wide. He has done. He's gone wide, he's gone deep. And with that, he's sort of forced Ashley to have to just back off a little bit. And with that, he's taken that first position. So actually quite a good manoeuvre there by Adam Piper, as he's given himself a good little gap, a 0.3, 0.4 of a second gap between him and second position, which is now being challenged by the likes of Katinaz and Xavier McIntosh. What's happened to Evil Dragon? He's dropped back down to fifth and is holding that for the time being. Oh dear, Chris Rooney again, just not braking well enough for that first corner, just sending him a bit all over the place. Consistency is the key, my man. Consistency is the key. I think you're more than capable. You've got the speed. Just get your consistency up. And here we go. Adam Piper leading the pack down towards Mr. Banky. Holding him off. And Ashley Sharp right up behind him there. Oh no, Adam Piper just pushed too hard. He was onto the gravel. Nearly took Ashley with him, but Ashley just managed to get around the outside of him. He's now jumped up into first. Ashley in first, and now who is in second? Ladies and gentlemen, look who is in second. Look who's got himself a definite podium position for now. It's Katinaz. It's also in third position, numbers first and second from race one, in second and third. Katinaz and McIntosh up into the podium positions. For the time being, Ashley just staving these guys off. Want to see if he can try and take home those 25 glorious points that he wants. Getting nudged a little bit there, and he will be challenged now down on the start-finish straight into turn one. Katinaz dropped back down into third. It is Xavier McIntosh who's got that second position. Yes, he has. All of them bunching up now into the hairpin, but nothing being taken just yet. Evil Dragon up on the inside of Katinaz. Katinaz now been dropped back down to fourth. Liam New up into third, and he's going to get challenged, Katinaz, by Adam Piper and Ethan Graham and John Thompson now, who's caught back up with the back of this lot. So we've now gone from being a pack of 6 to a pack of 7, and it's just ebbing and flowing, literally ebbing and flowing. Into Banky we go. Any changes going on? Nothing quite. Oh dear! That is Liam New, that's off with him. He's dropped down to 7th. That's pushed everyone else that was behind him up one spot there. So here we go. Ethan Graham up into 4th, John Thompson up into 5th, Katinaz in 3rd, holding on to that podium position, and we have got Xavier McIntosh in 2nd. We'll see if we can try and challenge Ashley Sharp here. I'll tell you what, credit where credit's due, Ashley Sharp is doing some terrific driving this race. Must have obviously had a bit of bad luck in race 1, but race 2 he is doing some phenomenal racing and phenomenal defending against some absolutely aggressive and very good drivers behind him. Not playing too much into it, not going to dive down onto the inside quite yet. Oh, Joker looking to go up on the inside there, he has done, but has he outbraked himself around the hairpin? He has a little bit, and he will concede that first place back to Ashley as they head round this corner. Ashley just getting his back end out a bit. Oh, he has done. He's caught the side of Katinaz, and with that, John Thompson. That's dropped them all back a bit. Now Xavier McIntosh is now up into 1st, and that's actually put John Thompson up into 2nd, and Ashley back into 3rd. Rotary now still in 4th. Unfortunately for Katinaz to take that bit of contact there from Ashley Sharp. He's dropped that down into 5th position, and is at the back of what was the pack that he was doing so well in. He's lost his 2nd, all the way back down to 5th. So let's see what he can do. McIntosh up in 1st, and he wants to try and increase this gap as much as possible. Unfortunately for him, he's just there's just drivers behind him that are just more than capable of just taking advantage of the slip that he's going to give off and challenge him for those positions. At the moment in time, it is the Yank, it is our guy from the USA, John Thompson, our guy who absolutely decimated, I believe, in the last season of the MX-5s. I want to see what he can do with these GT86s as he challenges and heads down the start for the straight towards turn 1 and 2. 7 minutes 20 seconds left on that clock. Nothing being done just yet. Ethan Graham now up into 3rd position. Katinaz back up into 4th. Unfortunately, Ashley Sharp's now dropped down to 5th. Just got to see what changes here for the time being. They have spread out just a tiny bit more than they had done before, and it could just sort of be, this is what we're going to have to expect now for the rest of the race. I'm not sure. Let's just check to see what is going on in the chat. Big up, big love for Mr. Rooney here from Stephen the Welsh Kylie fan. Stephen the Welsh Kylie fan, giving him some G's up there. You're doing well, Chris. Keep it up. He's doing phenomenally well. He's the guy I'm going to watch this whole season. Stephen, see how he does. Come on, Adam is being shouted by Rusty. See how else these guys can get on. Adam Piper. Currently, oh dear, what's happened to Adam Piper? Oh no. Oh no, I just wondered why we only got currently 7 people here. What's happened to Adam? He's unfortunately took a tumble at some point in the pack, and he's unfortunately back down to 9. So, I don't know what's happened there, Rusty. Sorry, buddy. But your guy has dropped back down to 9th. And he's got to see what he can do. He's got a good 10-second gap between him and Leon Walsh. I'm going to assume because him and Mr. New are back down in 9th and 10th, there was probably contact between those two, hence why things like that have happened. We're going to catch back up now to the back of this pack, which is Ashley Sharp. He's still got a 1.5 second gap and increasing between him and Katinas in front of him. So it is still just the top 4 battling it away with 5 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock. Katinas now in 4th position, wants to see what he can do on Ethan Graham, who's managed to get himself up into a podium position. He will not want to give that away by any means. What a lovely shot there. Really do love that shot, just looking down Big Banking. Using as much track as possible, Katinas trying to close that gap down between him and Ethan Graham just in front of him, doing a sterling effort. Now what's going to happen between these 4 cars on start finish straight? Not much in it at all. I wouldn't say there's more than a second between all 4 of these cars. Xavier McIntosh in 1st. I don't think there's enough of a gap there for John Thompson to try and make a lunge for turn 1. He may try and do it. He's got to put himself in position. Don't know if he's going to be able to do anything with it. Ooh! A little bit of sideways action there, just put Xavier McIntosh off, but he's held on to that 1st position. But to tell you, the person who has managed to get advantage from that more than anyone else is definitely going to be Ethan Graham, because the gap now between him and 2nd position John Thompson is literally nothing. So unfortunately, John is going to have to just play a bit more cooler. He can't give it away too much. Just make sure everyone else is hearing. Yeah, we are hearing the sound of the cars in the background here. Good stuff. Let me know if the audio levels are okay, if my voice is a bit too low or a bit too high compared to the car audio. That's what the chat is there for, guys. Let me know of these things. Xavier McIntosh in 3rd, and look who has managed to scramble up into 1st position. It was for a split second Ethan Graham, and now it's gone back to John Thompson. And John Thompson is going to try and hold that 1st position. Ethan Graham down to 4th. Katinas now in 2nd, and it's going to be ebbing and flowing to that checkered flag. 3 minutes 30 seconds left. I'm going to say that's going to be at least 2 laps. And that's it. John Thompson staving off the attacks and the advances from Katinas. Katinas wants to possibly just have a little poke out the side, see if he can do anything on turn 1 or turn 2. Not as yet. Not as yet. Oh no, John Thompson just pushing too hard into that there. Managed to hold on to it through the hairpin and just recover what happened then, not give too much of a position away. The thing it did affect was actually Katinas' momentum, and with that, Ethan Graham's now going to challenge him for that second position spot. Side by side they go, round the left and the right, onto the hill and down towards Big Banky. Rotary does have the inside line here. He's probably going to take it from Katinas. He has down. Now the question is, can McIntosh follow his flow and push Katinas back down to fourth? He can't quite yet. Not just quite yet, but they are side by side. Katinas holding off the advances so far from his, I'm going to say, rival nemesis, at least for the first race anyway, which is Xavier McIntosh. Oh, look at that, Ethan Graham just getting all over the place there through the penultimate corner, and he's got to watch that now going back down the hill, because if he's lost too much momentum, that's not going to help him on the start finish straight. Katinas definitely within slip challenging distance here. Let's just watch that gap close and see if he can make a lunge towards that first corner. He can't quite yet. And oh dear, I don't know what happened there, but there was just something went terribly wrong, as he's just lost his third position, dropped back down to fourth, giving McIntosh third place. Just braked completely wrong for turn one there, and is just getting a bit off the grass. Just unfortunately, stuff's starting to get a bit loose on him, and when it starts getting a bit loose and a bit untidy, he's just dropping those few hundredths of seconds here and there. Unfortunately, that's all it takes with these guys. All it takes is a few hundredths of a second. Ethan Graham up the inside, trying to see what he can do around Big Banky. Nothing quite yet. Wants to see if he can apply more pressure to John Thompson. I think we've got one lap left in this. We do. And I'm just waiting with bated breath here to see what's going to happen. Everyone using as much curb as possible, trying to keep as much momentum round as possible. Definitely noticing these cars are not as twitchy as those RX-7s, that's for sure. They do look a hell of a lot of fun to drive. John just getting the back end out a little bit too much there going downhill. Didn't seem to lose too much momentum there, but it is McIntosh, which is probably going to try and make the manoeuvre on Ethan Graham. Ethan looking up the inside there just to spook John. Didn't do enough though. Oh, and John just pushing possibly a bit too hard into that hairpin. Managing to hold on to it, does catch the grass, so does Ethan Graham. And with that, Katinas actually takes advantage of some very sloppy driving there by McIntosh, as he's gone wide and onto the grass, just giving away his third position, and he's taken up to fourth. Oh no, look at that. John Thompson just pushed too hard there and has given Ethan Graham first position with half the second gap, with only half the lap left. Into Big Banky they go. Katinas challenges for second, he gets it. Through he goes. Rob Thompson, oh no, John Thompson has just been done. And with that, after him, it is Xavier McIntosh, which has followed through as well. So that's Xavier McIntosh and Katinas that have pushed John Thompson out of the way. Oh no, John Thompson back. McIntosh back into fourth position. Thompson up into third. Katinas still in second. For now, Rotary managing to pull away a 1 second gap into first position, so I can pretty much guarantee, unless he fluffs up this last corner down onto the start from the straight, this race is his. We just wait in bated breath. It is. Across the line they come, so it is seeming. First place is Ethan Graham, second place Katinas, third place John Thompson, fourth place is Xavier McIntosh, then Ashley Sharp in fifth. Rob Schauler managed to get back up into sixth position after some unfortunate circumstances in race one. Chris Rooney, spectacular across the line there, in 7th. Leon Walsh in 8th. Adam Piper in 9th. And Evil Dragon, that's Liam New, in 10th. Wait for these two to come across the line. Oh, they are battling it to the very end here. Go on, Liam, see if you can do anything. Oh! Oh! That was close. That was close to the very end. Congratulations to Ethan Graham. Loving that. Up 7 places, managed to take first place there. Also, massive congratulations to Katinas for at least getting second position in race 2 there, guys. That was race 1 done at Lago Maggiore. And again, I know I'm probably butchering it. I'm going to give you where race 2 and round 3 and 4 coming from. It is coming from the Red Bull Ring in I think it's in Austria, isn't it? I think the Red Bull Ring is. But yeah, the Red Bull Ring is where we are next week on Thursday. Congratulations to both Katinaz and Ethan Graham for both victories in race 1 and 2. This is me saying goodnight. If you like this, obviously give us the thumbs up, hit the subscribe to hit more of me. We've got the tongue falling out my mouth at this point. We've got the British Touring Car races on the Wednesday. We've got this on the Thursday. We've got other leagues coming up. We're in planning, so join up. Hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe, hit the alerts to see when we're coming on. If you want to find out more, go to our Facebook page, that's Full Throttle Racing. Join our Discord, become part of the community. And from me, it's night-night. Until next time, guys. Bye-bye.